Bear with me another few minutes. Set some stuff up. Ran into traffic on my way back to the crib. Training. I've been slammed with nothing but dishwashers and ice machines. Just absolutely slammed. We're gonna get the ball rolling in just a minute. Let me get the lights going and all that good stuff. So I'm not all incognito and all that. Let me get this. Going. Let me start sharing some screens. I am. All right, yeah. So I'm starting to get the other the other screens going. I gotta bring in Instagramming in, Gramming in. So bear with me. While we're doing this, now's your time to go ahead and hit me with your questions. What you want me to address during the show? Man, I gotta redo the IG stuff. Thank you all for coming. My name is Mike Reed. I am Appliance Tech, in the business since I was 15 years old, back in the 90s. Now we're in 2025, and I am here telling people information about the business, about what companies are doing, who you can work for, who you should work for, who you shouldn't. Just how you should handle yourself, where to get the training at, because that is the most important thing, is where you're getting your training from. All right, so we have added Instagram. All good. Now my music is replaying. I'm gonna hit you guys with the AI intro. All right, so I just got my notification from myself, about myself, to myself, from myself. It's called self-love. All right, we are going to get into some of this stuff. Oh man, I've really been doing my thing with the freaking EcoFlow. Got the green screen on. That ain't gonna work. It's coming in handy. It's helping out a lot better than I thought it would. And actually, it can handle your vacuum pump. So if you actually got to go up on a roof or something like that, you can hook that sucker up, and you don't have to look for. You don't have to use a Widowmaker or any of that other kind of stuff. You don't have to look for a plug on the roof. And Mr. Hicks, what's happening? What is happening? What is up? Whew. Man, I was so tied up with. Whew. Man, I was so. Okay, so we have sound. We have sound. Hit the like. I am the first person to hit like on the stream. All right, now we have 2 likes. Please hit the like. I've given up on y'all sharing the video because you guys are pretty selfish, so we ain't gonna worry about that one. But hit the like, mother lover. Hit the like button. At least do that for your brother from another mother. Help a brother out with that one. I know we are a pretty solitary group, and we are not into, sharing and that kind of thing. It is what it is. Where's all my stuff? All right, let me get my. Oh yeah, I got my lights. So I'm gonna try to set some stuff up and play some videos. Oh, I got one to show you. How many of you guys are into laundry? Because I talk about laundry, but a lot of you guys like to stay quiet. Hold on, let me see here. Oh, because I had it here and it's gone. Let's see what. No. Damn it. Oh, this is the laundry specials. Don't forget that they have specials with Speed Queen, which is Alliance and the whole nine. Hold on one second. I had this whole thing. This would be perfect for me to put up this quick video while I get set up with you guys. I was talking with a brother who's also a content creator, and he follows my information, and he really liked the health department stuff. I've been looking into Louisiana for you guys, and Louisiana still hasn't updated their website. The information is all public knowledge, so you can contact them. They can send you the Excel sheet. Hold on, let me see here. I guess I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. Bear with me. I was working on some dishwashers. I have to straighten out my pictures because I have some some inappropriate pictures on there. I gotta take those off before I even show you guys. So I gotta go through those first before I show you what I've been working on. Because YouTube will snatch this they'll snatch this channel from me. Ban me and all 13 of my other channels that I got. Yo, Abdullah. What's happening, brother? All right, so can't stay long. Right. Oh, you got Manitowoc in the morning. Good. 3 hours. Jesus. Oh, you didn't want to wait to go to one that was closer. All right, well, that's it's nice with the enthusiasm. That's cool. And Adrian, what's the word? Nice of you to come through. Abdullah, I thought there was another one. I thought there was another one that was closer. Now, let me before you leave, let me tell you what's going to happen. That was the closest one. Oof. All right. Let me spend a little second with this on this one real quick while I'm looking everything up. I'm going to multitask with you guys right now. Abdullah, when you go to class, you're going to Manitowoc class. Make this big like this. You go into a class such as this. This is the form. Hopefully you have signed up and you paid them, because you're gonna drive 3 hours and they ain't gonna let you in. So hopefully you've gone through that step and paid those people, because the class is not free. Now, let me go into, where the hell is it? Is it under support? Now, when you go into the class, just know that those trainers are available after class. They're available during the break. When you take the break, then you can go on over to them and talk to them. So they're going to have breaks every, I'm not going to say 15 minutes, but about every 30 to 45 minutes, they're going to take a break. Then you can go up there, you can talk with them. They will spend some, let them know what you're grasping and what you're having a hard time with. They will adjust the training to try and address that there is a newbie in the class, because everybody else does not want to be there. Everybody else is just going through the motions. They're falling asleep. So for them to have somebody that's new, that's actually excited and listening and all that, it's music to their ears. The quickest way for you to get blacklisted, for them to push you out to the wayside, is to ask questions and could you repeat that? Look, man, you're not going to grasp anything. You're not going to grasp anything. So you're going to be confused. You're going to be, you're going to be lost. You're going to be confused. You're going to feel like, oh man, I don't belong here, and all that other good stuff. You're going to see all those guys with the patches on and the nice, fancy, $150,000 service vans and trucks. The most important thing is to take your time with it. This information is going to make sense later when you actually immerse yourself in the field. At least one thing is going to click. Your foundation is going to come from this. Every single time you go to the class, you're going to add on to that one thing that you picked up on, the one thing that resonated with you from this training class that you're going to have tomorrow. Your whole future is going to build on that, right? You might not catch anything else, but first of all, he's going to talk about sequence of operations, how the machine works. That completely glazes over everybody. Nope, when you first go, you're not going to understand. That's going to be later. But every single class is going to start with sequence of operations. What happens when the machine is turned on and it calls for water, and then what tells the machine to stop filling, what tells the compressor to start, what tells the pump, circulation pump to work, or what tells the auger motor to turn on. All these things work in a linear fashion. It's just one straight line. And so he's going to get into how you test each and every one, and how, if it doesn't progress past one point, you can actually pinpoint what's going wrong with the unit. They're going to give you all your training materials from the jump, and don't be afraid to mark up the books. He's going to tell you which book you're in. He's going to give you part numbers. Don't bog down the class with trying to get part numbers right then and there. They're actually going to pass around parts. You can also Google the parts. The part numbers are going to change. They're online. He will give you all of those, the part numbers, everything during the break or during the end. You don't have to slow down class. Say, hey, what was that? What 0.5? Look, man, most of everybody in that damn room has everything memorized. They know everything by heart. So don't even worry about it. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, you signed up. That's the most important thing, is you signed up, because that's what they want. Okay, so they're willing to accept the payment there. So sometimes they don't take cash. Sometimes they only take. Sometimes they don't take. It's all depending on how their system is. So just make sure you got set up with the correct form of payment. All right, they told you could pay on arrival. That's cool. All right, so Mr. Hicks said you have 4 stores lined up for ice machine cleaning. Congratulations on you. I apologize. I do not know how to use my damn sound equipment. I got it. I think I'm gonna have to switch to OBS because I'm using StreamYard and it is not working right now. Yeah. Get the customer first. You get the customer, and then once you get the customer, you're gonna take down the numbers, the model numbers of what they own, what they're using. That's what you're gonna study up on. There's so many different models. It's not gonna work for you to try to learn everything and then go out into the world. Don't work like that. Don't work like that. You know what? I'm just gonna have to do this. Speed Queen laundry. Oh, let me see here. Tech. Video. What the hell was that? That was 2019. I think it was 2020. Hard mount. Pause. Technician's take. How long is that? Virtual tour. Here we go. I think this might be it. and I can get this freaking lights and stuff going. Hold on, I had this damn thing. I am so sorry. Let me pull this. Anyway, while we're on this, while I pull up the, because I got the link. While we're on here, um, I've noticed all across the internet, I've seen on Instagram, on YouTube, guys are asking, where do you get tech guides, where you get this and that. First and foremost, go to the manufacturer. If you are, even if it's a rationale, if you are looking for the tech guide for that particular model, you call that manufacturer up, you give them the model, you give them the serial number. Once you give them the model and serial number, they will email you. They will email you that tech guide. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. They will email you that tech guide. Import from notes. Why is this thing being so difficult? You know, running and gunning, running and gunning like I do. It's a pain, man. It is a pain. Oh wow! All right, CD. Thank you for the contribution to the channel. I see y'all thriving on the chaos. Y'all thriving on this here chaos. All right, so you're just gonna have to watch me do this from scratch. What I do is, it's a lot of searching. All right, I'm doing speed clean, tech training, 20. I'll just do 2019. We'll do schedule. We'll do schedule. What I'm getting to is Speed Queen. Yeah, here's the technical videos. Speed Queen actually, during COVID, we had a series of videos. We had a series of videos that Speed Queen gave us, and they went over residential and commercial. They went over the hard mounts and the soft mounts, and this is not it. This is not it. They are killing me. They are killing me. Anyway, we'll come back to this. I'll just show you guys Dexter right now. I'll show you guys Dexter. We'll just do that. We'll go to Dexter Laundry. Ooh, yeah. Let's check the training dates on Dexter. There's got to be some training coming up. And everybody out there in LA, I hope you guys are doing all right. I've seen videos of people trying to put water on their bushes and everything else. Seeing that the house next door was on fire, just trying whatever they can. I guess this is for Dexter Laundry. All right, so we got, as you can imagine, all this stuff in LA everything has been shifted. A lot of this stuff in Florida has been shifted. So this is for February. So we got a little more time with Dexter. Florida's jacked up and California's jacked up. Texas is going to be in a freeze again in about a week. But if you want videos, Dexter they have videos. All right, so let me get out of this and let me show you where the videos are. There's your tech documents, there's your parts lookup, troubleshooting guide. This will help you out with Dexter, and not just Dexter, but this is all your commercial units. And I'm going to take myself off the screen. Bam. So I can try to start this up. Let's see what we got here.
For any fill or drain issues on the Dexter washer, the first question.
Sorry about that. I'm running around. I still have my earpiece in.
Question that we really need to ask ourselves is, how full is the machine actually getting? So if you look at the red line down here on this part of the door glass, it's going to show a normal fill level, which is usually about 1 to 2 inches from the bottom of the door glass. Now, if for some reason my machine is overfilling, I'm going to probably see water levels closer to this blue line. That means that it's too high, and most likely I'm probably just pushing water out the overflow in the back of the machine and letting it go right out the drain. On the other hand, I might have levels that are way too low, where I can't even see the water in the door glass. And any one, whether it's too low or too high, is going to give me error codes and potential issues on the machine. So let's just say that I'm getting either an F2 or a slow fill error on my Dexter washer. The F2 or slow fill error indicates that the washer is not coming up to level within a certain amount of time. To diagnose this, I want to try starting a warm water wash cycle just to check and see if the water could be seen on the door glass after a couple of minutes of fill time. The warm water wash bath should fill from both the hot and the cold valve at the same time, so it should come up to level pretty quickly. If there's no water on the door glass or the water levels are really low, then I'm going to want to go into my drain valve, first of all, to see if it's sealing properly. Or the next thing after that might be I'm going to check into my water inlet valves.
All right, so that is what you're going to experience with Dexter. They are doing troubleshooting. Hold on, let me do this. So with Dexter, they are providing you with troubleshooting videos, all kind of tech support. They're giving you schematics. They're giving you everything that you need. There you go. So so they're breaking down main relays, all that kind of fun stuff. And just 1 second, because I am removing, I'm going to try to remove some of this inappropriate stuff. Man, it was really good too. I love torturing my wife. Anyway, so this goes over the control boards and all that kind of stuff. All of this is right there on the manufacturer's website. If you were to call the manufacturer, they would send it to you. If you were to call, oh God, what is their name? Their name is Rationale. So if you were to call Rationale, and if you get the right person on the phone that's not going to be a complete jerk, if you get the right person on the phone and it's a client that they want to get taken care of, they will go ahead and send you the current and up-to-date tech guide on that unit. Now, Mr. Hicks says, any advice on how I should charge for cleaning each of them? Now, you got 2 isomatics and 2 Manitowocs, right? So an important question with that is, which models of isomatic? And another important question is, which models of Manitowoc are they? You're not going to charge the same amount for a 350-pound Manitowoc as you would one that is a 2,100-pound Manitowoc. That's gonna be way different. Another question. So Mr. Hicks says, so you got this customer. Now, what kind of customer is this? Is this a hotel? Is this going to be some kind of grocery store or something like that? What kind of customer is this? When are you going back? The longer the visit return dates means the more work you have to do to get the machine clean again. All of that comes into play. Do you have any pictures of what the condition of these units are? So all that comes into play. And this is something that's very important when coming up with the numbers. People think it's a cookie cutter thing. It is not. It is not a cookie cutter thing. Um, some places have you're going to be in some places and it's going to be no problem in and out. You'll have yet another place that it's going to be somewhere where they sell liquor, right? And it's going to be a ton of sugar, or God forbid, it's going to be a coffee shop, right? And ton of sugar, ton of cinnamon in the air, ton of coffee grinds in the air, and it is just a nightmare to clean each and every time. You talking about pink slime in the ice machine, the whole nine. Just trying to start. So those are questions I have for you. So Mr. Hicks, hit me up. What you got going on? And while he is doing that, see what else we got. Let me see here. Let me go back. Because they actually have videos. They have a whole selection of videos. We are in support, so it's here somewhere. Yeah, if you want your documents, I'm not even going to bother with that, but you can go ahead and pull up the manuals for that. There we go. Here's your service videos. Now, when you go to the Dexter class, it's not exactly focused on tech. It's not exactly, it is more of a marketing event, but the people there, the people sitting in the room are people that own those machines. They are people that are working on those machines. They are people that currently have problems with those machines. And so Dexter will talk them through how to fix the machine with the machines that are currently there. So they're going to voice their, hey, I'm having this in my apartment complex, and these are the issues I'm having. And then Dexter will go over to the machine and cover that right then and there in the class. So here, oh, okay, cool. Oh, I haven't seen this one. All right, so this is something new that they got going on. This is a service seminar. A lot of manufacturers have brought this up. This is an hour and 32 minutes. This is an hour and 32 minutes. Let me take this off the screen so you guys can see a little better. Let me get rid of some of the sad music. All right, we got a comment. I got to take off that starting in 10 minutes. Take this banner off. And I did CD. Thank you once again. Thank you for contributing to the show. Now, all right, can I send that link? Sure, I sure can. Now, remember, you go to the manufacturer. I'm not hiding anything from you guys. I've always told you where to go, where to find it. You guys want to know about magazines and whatnot. I always cite my sources. This was different. This is a plumbing magazine, but I deal with I deal with the water faucets and stuff like that, the drinking faucets in the hospitals and the universities and stuff like that. They have those in the homeless shelters, in the men's halfway houses. They have those in the kid aftercare places where you've seen I take care of those. They have those in those places as well. This is the latest coin op magazine for laundry, which is kind of why I'm bringing up laundry, because I'm going over some of that stuff now. Okay, so you have each one of those ice machines is in a different location. So it's one client with 4 restaurants. I'm glad you told me that. So that changes the equation, because now it's not like it's at a hotel where you're going on the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. No. Now you're talking about you have to drive to another location. So we'll get to that. Well, I put them off for a few days so I can check on YouTube. You didn't put them off. Everybody has to schedule. You, even if you wanted to do all 4, you can't do all 4 in a single day. So you have to schedule. The quickest way to piss off your customer is to run around and do this helter skelter shelter scatterbrain stuff, right? You don't want to do that. What you're doing is right. You're going to set this up. These people are going to, you need to find out when they're using their ice. You don't want to shut down the ice machine on the day that they need the most ice, on their busiest days. So you're not going to want to do that. You're going to want to, especially since you're doing this for the first time, you're going to want to see if they have a cooler that they can bring out. And I know a lot of guys don't like discussing this, but you take the ice from the ice machine bin and you put it into that other cooler. And this way they'll have something to use while you're cleaning, since these are restaurants. The worst thing in the world is for you to start cleaning this damn ice machine, and then somebody comes over your shoulder and they're saying, "Oh, are you done yet? How soon can I get ice? Do you know when I can get ice yet?" And you're just an hour into it, and you got another 2-3 hours before they even start to get some ice. Newsflash: once this thing starts to make ice, it's not going to be enough to meet their needs. So you want to know if they have an ice bin or something that they can put the ice in. A lot of times they will have ice wells and things like that. They might have a bar, because I don't know what kind of restaurant this is, but they might have staging areas for the waitress or waiters, and those hold ice. So you would want to have that customer fill those areas up. And since it's one ice machine, I am going to go out on a limb and say this is probably a good 1,200, 1,400 pounders. Most restaurants, especially if somebody has multiple restaurants, and not a cafe, a restaurant, they're going to have to, they really need about 1,000 pounds of ice. So they want to cover, if they're not doing breakfast, they want to be able to cover brunch, lunch, dinner. And if they're doing breakfast, they damn sure want all of that. So you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to make sure and verify that each machine is working before you even start. And you want to take a look at it. So to be on the safe side, set aside 4 hours to clean your first machine. 4-hour minimum. Just so you know, for an ice machine to even make ice, most ice cycles, with the exception of Isomatic, well, hell, we're talking about Hoshizaki. What are we talking about? Hoshizaki and Manitowoc? One second. I'm going back. And I appreciate all the comments, by the way. Damn, where is it? Oh, Isomatic. Okay. So the good thing is, older Isomatics are going to take about 20 to 30 minutes to dump some ice. If they're older, newer ones, if they are in excellent shape, it is it's 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes for Isomatic to make ice. Manitowoc is about the same. So you're lucky. Hoshizaki is 45 to 50 minutes to make ice, which is the selling point that everybody else uses. So they say, hey, ours make ice, in as little as, 15 minutes, 12. Isomatic can actually make ice in 12 minutes. Oh, Manitowoc is about 18. Manitowoc is pretty fast too. But with that being said, you still have fill time, you still have purge. I don't know how old these machines are. Set aside, so you're going to want to build them for your 4 hours. You're going to want to build them not just for the amount of solution you use, but for an entire jug of solution. You just do that. You're going to bill your customer for whatever brushes you're using. You're just charging them for the entire brush. You're just charging for a brush. So I usually go to dollar store and I buy up those brushes. Oh, they're closed on Sunday. Ooh, nice. Ugh, sounds like Chick-fil-A. Oh man. Anyway, so but it can't be Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A uses Follett and they use Hoshizaki nuggets. So they're closed on Sunday. So yeah, you're gonna want to definitely set aside 4 hours so you don't have to worry about saving the ice. That's good. The other problem you got is the bin. Did you tell the customer you were going to clean the bin? That's a whole nother thing. So what did we got going on? What did you tell the customer on the bin? Let's see here. We're gonna do Manitowoc. So here are the different Manitowoc ice machine cleaners. Well, you're typically gonna charge them for a bottle like this from Zoro, the small one. You're not gonna charge them $250. So you're gonna charge them. Let's see what we got. I know it's a little bit of a lag. So with this, I typically charge them for the entire small bottle, the 16-ounce bottle, because you're not going to use a full 16-ounce bottle. Now they do have. Now where's the sanitizer? Yeah, here's the sanitizer. That's $22. So you charge them for the full amount of the 16-ounce bottle. You could buy the full 5-gallon, but you're going to want to charge them for the size of the sanitizer, even though you're only going to use an ounce. So you typically just chop it up and just charge them that, because there's shipping involved. I don't know if you have a Manitowoc close to you or not. Even if you don't, let's see here. If you don't have a baker close to you, you can always go to Johnstone. You can go to Johnstone Supply or Johnson Supply. They're not going to make this too easy for me to. I don't know why this thing switched. Let me see here. It's not going to show prices, but if you go to Johnstone, they're going to have nickel safe. Both of those machines, you are only going to use nickel safe cleaner. Whether it's Manitowoc's brand, whether it's New Calgon, you're only going to use their stuff. They have the Ace brand. This is the New Calgon's ice machine sanitizers, is what everybody uses. They just rebrand it. But this is the stuff. You're only going to use an ounce on that machine. What's going to happen is it's going to foam up inside the machine. You don't want to use any of these other ones. because you want nickel safe. The other ones are for more of a nugget machine. It has to specifically say nickel safe. And you're going to see the image. It shows you a cuber. If you use a non-nickel safe cleaner, if it does not say that it is nickel safe, it will wipe off the coating. Isomatic and Manitowoc use an electroplated coating. It's sprayed on bronze, right? It's sprayed on like bronze or copper. Well, it's nickel, but it has more of a oily shimmer to it. And what customers do when they use straight bleach and all the other stuff, it will wipe that stuff away. It will, like the first time I get a lot of calls and I come out there and they had the guy out there that's sweeping up the parking lot. They bring him inside, tell him to clean the ice machine. He pour a gallon of bleach in the machine, turn it on, and when I come, it looks like somebody it looked like somebody was panning for gold, because there is so much gold in the bottom of the bin. Well, hey, Mr. Hicks, you should already know this. Okay, good. You did include the bin. All right, cool. So we can work with that. So you included the bin. Now you got to get rid of all that damn water. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but I've shown where I have that attachment to hook up to the faucet. Most restaurants will have a water hose that they use to spray down the floor. You're going to take that water hose and you're going to hose down that whole bin. Okay, you're in New York. All right, cool. So they have a water hose that they use. You turn that sucker on high and make sure it's on hot. And then you're going to what we call burn the ice. So you're going to take that hose and you're going to wash down the machine. Now, you can do that while the machine is in a wash cycle, so you're not wasting too much time. And also, as you're spraying around and stuff like that, you're getting cleaner on the walls of the bin. And so when you're hitting it with that hose, you're going to blast away that mold and mildew and all that black, green, pink stuff that's attached to the walls. So it's actually a purpose to burning, what we call burning the ice. So you're going to hose down that bin. I don't know what your age is, but going in there scooping out that damn ice, it really does a number on your back. Now, when you're hosing off the inside of the bin and spraying underneath because you're going to be inside the bin and you can spray the under section of the ice machine. That's where all the mold and everything is dripping to, everything is attached to the underside of the ice machine. And that's what you're going to be hitting with that hose. A byproduct of what we call burning the ice is that you're opening up the drain. You'll get a lot of debris that sinks down to the bottom of the bin, and there's a very small hole. There's a very small hole for the bin. And what you'll find is different things will get caught in there, even bugs. Bugs will go ahead and because there will be a crosshatch type thing to prevent things from getting in the bin. That same crosshatch is actually going to get stuff stuck in that damn bin. Oh, it's actually going to get stuff stuck in that bin. Let's see if we can get an interior view of the bin. And you won't be able to get, it's just a small hole down there that you got a 1/4 inch PVC pipe attached to it. Let's see if that's going to take us off track. Anyway, so when you're hosing this sucker down, that water is going to force open the bin. You're going to have mold and algae and things growing in the drain, and all that hot water mixed with all the chemicals and stuff that you got is going to clear the drain for you. It's going to clean that out. It's going to clean that out for you. So that's one of the benefits of burning the ice. The second benefit is that you're not killing your back bending over to get into this damn thing. And why is this not showing? Oh, you guys couldn't see it. Sorry. This damn thing wasn't showing. Let's see if we got one. I want to do let's see what they got. No, these are all weak pictures. These are all very weak pictures. Yes, the inside should be cleaned. Yes. Now, something that you could do to, especially since you're going there on a Sunday, when you're completely done, you would have to manually wipe down that bin with a bleach towel. So you take a little bleach in there and you're going to wipe underneath the machine. You're going to wipe that whole bin. And the bleach is a mold inhibitor. I was just watching, how do you prevent mold? And you're going to want to clean the back of the machine too. I was just watching this industry video. See, so here they go. They're talking about 20% of chlorine and 80% of water. So you're not going to put that in the machine. You put in the sanitizer in the machine to clean the machine. You're only going to wipe the surfaces with the bleach. And that bleach, that chlorine, is what's going to, and like they said, leave it to air dry. That's what's going to prevent mold from coming back so quickly. And I just watched this video of these two industry guys talk about that. Talk about mold abatement in various different locations. They were talking about what happens to a home after a flood and things like that. And they just so happen to bring up ice machines. But like I said, I didn't have time to get everything all together for today. What, y'all got nothing else to say? Yo, hey, Mr. Hicks, how is life treating you with that congestion toll, that congestion tax? Everything below 61st, right? From 61st on down. Brother Abdullah. Yeah. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I know that's, what are you doing when it comes to that congestion tax now? Are you gonna just do uptown? What are you doing? Or was that something that you never really focused on anyway? I'm kind of curious about what you guys are doing with that, because it was rough in Chicago. It was rough. They were talking about doing a congestion tax in Chicago, but I just moved. I just moved. I had enough. I couldn't do it, and I just moved. So in Chicago, you have it where you can only park on certain side of the street. All right, got to get some rest. All right, man. Let us know on Thursday how everything went for you. And remember, ask your questions during the breaks. You can walk right up to the trainer. They will spend all this time with you, because all the other techs are only going to bitch and moan about what problem they currently have and about how Manitowoc is this and that, and how Manitowoc ain't, they're not doing this right, they're not doing that right. And so when they see somebody like you, they're going to love it. Make sure he gives you your card. And best of luck to you tomorrow. Now, back what I was saying about Chicago. Yeah, we had Chicago was a nightmare, man. So you can only park on certain sides of the street. And then if you could get parking, you had to have the residents had to give you a tag Or even if if I'm going into a restaurant, all that kind of stuff, they had to give you a tag so you could park on the street. And it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. I actually had my first parking ticket from Houston, downtown Houston. And it reminded me of all those parking tickets I used to get in Chicago. It reminded me of that. So yeah. So I don't envy you, man, for that whole New York situation. That is nothing fun. Let's see. Ben drain. Let's see if we can find a picture of the damn bin drain. Oh yeah, this is the interior. What? What? Oh, okay. This is for the residential. Let me see if I can find. So this is the drain replacement kit because sometimes it'll break. You'll move it. Somebody else will move it. So and then they don't realize that PVC is going right to the drain, and they'll crack it. But yeah, everything is going down that little small hole, and you're gonna want to flush all of that out. Let's see what they got here. Oh, that's all they're showing us. Whatever. All right, now on to. Let me just move on to whatever training we got. Oh, you take the subway. Okay. Fun fact, I used to take the train in Chicago. I used to cuz my store was on Wilson Avenue. I used to take the red line, and I had my CLC tool backpack, and I would get on the train. I would take the red line, boom, going over, and that way I can go downtown and stuff like that. Now, if I had to go um anywhere else that wasn't congested like that, I didn't have to bother taking the train. But when I had stuff downtown, a lot of office buildings and whatnot, the financial district and all that stuff that when you see Batman and Dark Knight and all that kind of stuff, that whole area, I used to just take the train down there because I don't care who you are. You always got to walk. You got to walk, and then you have to if you want to park in the building. You got to make an appointment, and you can only park in a certain place. And it was just a nightmare. It was a nightmare, man. Hold on, what was I gonna do here? Oh, let me see here. Coin up. We'll go through this together. Oh, I didn't want American coin up. I did not want American coin up. So, like I said, I cite all my sources. We have a M&A in this industry has kicked into overdrive. Ooh, Onera Group. There we go. Head of marketing. She's leading efforts for Fagor and Domus. I don't really see much Domus, but Fagor I see. That's Onera Group. Kathy Ireland. Oh, okay. All right. Kathy Ireland is still doing her thing. Let's see what else we got. See, I told you guys about Onera Group. All right, this is the current issue that I'm looking at right now. Coin Op magazine for January. I didn't see, I was thumbing through it today. I didn't really see much in here. Everything is up in the air with this freaking weather that we got here. I did want to show you what was going on with with Speed Queen. But I guess that's gonna have to take a back seat. I'm actually gonna have to create a second channel. I'm gonna have to create a second channel with some other content on there. See, once again, they talk about leasing versus buying laundry equipment, that type of thing. And before you guys even ask, no, you're not going to work on the card readers. That's a whole nother thing. Like I said, there's Dexter. Dexter's selling their own parts. Speed Queen is selling their own parts. What's old is new again. Payment systems, you're not going to be messing with that. And just so you know, I'm following along with everything that's in there. So what you see down here, the bottom right hand corner, this is Electrolux. So you're like, oh man, I never see Wascomat, Electrolux. This is what you see when you're driving by, and you see that those blue stripes, or you see that baby blue color. That is Speed Queen. I mean that's Wascomat Electrolux. It is actually one of, I want to say it's the number two. It's the number two brand in laundromats. All right, let me see here. Come on, man. Ah, good. I'm back. Sorry for rambling through. I actually deleted most of those inappropriate pictures, so I can. Let me see here. I can go ahead and hook up my phone, and I can show you some pictures. Now you're gonna see some pictures of the little one's birthday. Went to an Ethiopian restaurant for her birthday, but that's about it. I got rid of all the ones of the wife. What the hell's it say? Phone. Are any of you even interested in? Oh, I'm gonna need the cord. Any of you even interested in dishwashers? I've been getting slammed. I've been getting slammed with dishwashers, and it's pretty much my fault. I'll give you a good example today. I didn't. Customer had to track me down. They didn't call the manufacturer. They called the dealer. When I went and I did the startup on the unit, they had to call the dealer to find me. There we go. Because I had, I really should go back to my customers, and I don't go back to people I have already seen, but I really should. I'm really supposed to. Let me just import all these damn pictures so I can be done with it. All right, so while that's going on, all right, the pictures are finally updating. So what you're looking at on the screen, all right, so these are how these laundry people find different suppliers. So everything is in these ads in the back. These are now this is something that you would end up doing. And these are the coin boxes. Ooh, so now you can program it, huh? International tokens. Um, Here's your keys. So Greenwall is a big name. You will find that especially when it comes to, well, some of you found this out. You'll find that when ownership changes hands on some of this equipment, whether it's a multifamily unit, whether it's a laundromat, or even a university, they might want all the boxes changed. Sometimes they might even feel that a prior employee is going back and stealing money out of the coin boxes. So they'll go actually pay you to go ahead and change these coin boxes. Sometimes you might actually have to drill them out. Now you said so Mr. Hicks says that you see there's a small hole in or towards, yeah, it's in the bottom about 3 inches from the back center. There's a hole in the floor. So you say you run about 4 to 5 calls a day. Okay, so you're still using, I no longer use it. I stopped using the CLC tool bag many years ago because my bags would split where the zipper is. My bags would split, and then Luckily, nothing ever happened when I was out and about or in an office building, walking from the van, from the vehicle to the customer. It was split in the vehicle. It was split at home. And then you just I. But I do believe I have lost quite a few tools due to the zipper splitting. Okay, cool. He's interested in dishwashers. Um, yeah. So this is something that the vast majority of people are not going to experience. Mr. Hicks is doing 45 calls a day purely because of the density of the particular area he's chosen. Now, he wouldn't be able to do 4 or 5 calls a day if he was doing Long Island. He wouldn't be able to do 4 or 5 calls a day if he's doing New Jersey. But doing okay, cool. But doing that, doing Manhattan, uptown, that kind of stuff, you get to cut down on going back and forth. Well, a lot of times what we have to do is we have to go back and forth to the vehicle, but he's not going back and forth to the vehicle. If he doesn't have a part or he doesn't have something, you set that up and you order that and you're going to come back the next day, which is a good way to do it. That is a very good way to do it. Let's see here. Hold on one second. I'm trying to get some of this. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I lost track. Pictures. Tadow. All right. So let me go ahead and they finally uploaded. And let's drop that screen and let's do show and tell. Oh, where's the hell? All right. Let's see if this show and tell works. Let's see how this works. Oh no, my light. That's my first warning. Shoot. All right, let's see what we got. I just switched over to the images. Ah, good. I think you guys are seeing. No, you guys are not seeing. Damn it. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to have to show the whole damn screen. Sorry about this. The entire screen it is. Trippy and all. There we go. So now you should be seeing what I'm seeing. Bam. This is crazy. I was at the store. I'm gonna try to find the pictures of when I first did the startup at this location. I took care of all the true, not this unit, because between 7 and 9 years later, the damn security bracket still had never been released from this. No one ever thought to read the bright orange lettering that says, hey, this is a shipping bracket so the door doesn't break. These, in all fairness, these people are from another country. And most people are definitely afraid of changing things. They think that once it's set up, that's it. They're not supposed to touch it anymore. That's it. That's all. So I had to take that out. Now, oh, that brother's gone. He's going to the class tomorrow. I was trying to show the schematics are in here. One of the ladies grabbed this lid and started washing it. Let me take the sound off. Let me see if I can do something else. No, I can't move that. All right, so what you're looking at here is I'm running the unit. They like to leave, your customer will leave things out. Like they just happen to leave out the fact that, Oh, the chemical is not right. The chemical is not right. You got a little more than that going on. There should be enough water that sucker's supposed to spray you in the face. All right, that sucker should spray you in the face when it's when you open that door. This is a counter. They don't believe in using the dishwasher, but they have it because the health department wanted them to have it. So they've only used the damn thing 4,000 times, and about a good 198 of those is me over the last 9 years. So now they've actually picked up steam. They have a full staff. Before it just used to be father and son and one or two members of the family. Now there's like 8 or 9 people working this damn place. Now I do see somebody came and made a change to the switch in the back. This is the tube that runs into the pump. And this pump, let me move this over. So this pump is what, uh-oh, sorry about this. I forgot you guys are looking at the whole entire screen. Sorry, but this pump is what is, it's squeezing the tube, and that is causing a suction, is causing a siphoning effect only on the left side. And so as the middle section rotates, it's actually drawn a little bit of chemical up over the hump and down the tube to the other side, and that tube deposits the chemical into the dishwasher. Now I am 99% certain that I am the only technician on YouTube that is going to talk to you about the chemical part, because none of them are able to talk about it or able to do it. What the hell? Why am I still being seen? I thought I took myself off of this. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, I gotta change my lights. Sorry about that. So this is the system that's responsible for delivering the detergent, the sanitizer, and the rinse aid. Sorry about that. So the soap, the detergent that the customer use, you might hear about us talking about it from time to time. Ecolab and things like that. Remember I told you guys about that billion-dollar corporation? Well, there are times when people don't use them, and when people don't use them, they'll go ahead and try to use their own soap. And if they're not buying soap from me, it's okay, because I still love it. I got to charge them an absorbent amount of money to change that tubing and to change that off-colored hose for that peristaltic pump. That's what they call it, peristaltic pump. Now, this is the interior. Don't look too hot. It was a C2. This is a C2 unit. This is a low temp. And so this is a dessert shop, and they're primarily, small dishes and whatnot. But this is what you call a corner unit. Nothing special. The incoming water, this is a much larger valve than the others, even though they're just using a regular water line. I did not install this. I did not hook this up. I signed off on it. I mean, it's been working for 9 years. And just so you know, hey, I am from the soil. This is where my ancestors are. On my mother's side, on my father's side. This is where I have some ancestors that are buried in the earth. That is right here where I'm at. In many places called Reed Road here in Houston. And just so you guys know, hey, I was looking at some stuff in Detroit. What was this? 18 grand for this sucker? 6 bedroom. I was showing my old man because this is only 4 hours away from Chicago. Um, I was telling him, hey, there's still opportunities out there. That's the wife and the little one. Oh, for all you guys wondering about True, yeah, here you go. There's $2,000 right there from True. That was that was an old check I had found. So True pays, man. This is something I was working on this ice machine. Let's see what else I got. What is this? Oh, I think no. I didn't get a chance to talk about this. All right, let me cancel this and let me go into Blue Air. Stop sharing. Yo, brother Frank. Yeah, it's all right. So it's going to be extremely hard to get cleaning and PM on dishwashers first. Usually people want you to do the repairs, and if you're going to do the repairs, then they'll let you do the PM. It doesn't really it doesn't work like how ice machines work. Now let me see. Brother Frank is here. What's happening? Oh, let's see here. Let me add a screen. And let me change this screen over to Blue Air. How many of you people have signed up with freaking Blue Air? For all you Canadians, all right. So they have changed their distribution in Canada. So it's big news with them. Let's see. It's going to be. Let me see who the hell is this new distributor. Jesus, they only do a thing one freaking day. One day. Goodness gracious. New York, New Jersey, Georgia. Blue Air has added quite a few. There it is. Western Refrigeration. There you go, Canada. There's your information for Blue Air. And I hate to just jump from one to the other. Let me see. Let me make myself small. Oh, good. Now, finally, we got a decent question. Oh, my brother Frank says, long day. Yeah, neighbor says he got no heat. Man, I know. I have one of those Nest controllers, and not it hasn't happened this winter, and it didn't happen last winter, but the winter before that, that damn Nest heater would go off. It would fail to kick on the heat. It had some kind of like ground issue with those damn Nest thermostat controllers. Man, yeah, get me started on that. I kept resetting it. I reset it, went through it, and I guess maybe it did an update. And so I have not had a single problem this winter, and I think I only had one instance last winter with that damn Nest. So I 2 or 3 winters ago, yeah, I think I changed an igniter on my thermostat. I mean, on my furnace, and did some other stuff. Yeah, I know, but they've updated the Nest thermostat, and so I haven't had any issues this year because I didn't do anything extra to it. I just made sure that sucker was everything was right, and my igniter was good, and all that other stuff. The board and everything was fine, all that good stuff. So back to jumping around, jump up, get down. Now we're going to Blue Air. This is one of the brands I tell everyone to start with. I tell them to start with Onera. Brands like Onera, you can do dishwashers, you could do washers and dryers, you can do ovens, you could do deep fryers. Onera is covering everything. They used to be a company called Fagor. The European branch had some issues, and so they had to spin off everything into a company called Onera. And so the main company actually just became a brand name. So you got on there, I'll tell you guys to sign up. You have Blue Air. Blue Air is another one I tell you guys to sign up with. And this is Blue Air right here. So Blue Air, I'm actually working on a number of Blue Air units this month. Oh, Blue Air, Blue Air, Blue Air. So Blue Air is rapidly expanding their tech support. They actually have a gentleman handling tech support on the East Coast, and he came from Cold Draft. One of the places he came from was Cold Draft. He used to be tech support for Cold Draft. Now he's over at Blue Air. And I think kind of they wanted him to handle some of their ice machine stuff, but he handles the refrigeration. So here's Blue Air's ice machines. So this matches up with the Manitowoc, matches up with the Scotsman, and this undercounter, same thing. Manitowoc, Scotsman, and even there's even a Hoshizaki model that looks like that. Now the remote. So this is their one and only remote. This is a 1,400 pounder. Blue Air, if you sign up with Blue Air, you're not going to deal with stepping on any of the big guys' toes. The big guys have it's in their best interest to stamp out a brand like this. So they would rather neglect this brand and let it wither and die. You know, their viewpoint is let's see how they do without us. The fewer models, the fewer brands you have in the market, the more those large conglomerates have their dominance and they get to have their way. They get to charge whatever they want to. They get to tell people will come out in 4 weeks, 8 weeks. And Malachi, Rich Malachi, hey, it is what it is. If somebody has to wait 4 weeks, then they got to wait 4 weeks. You know, Rich said, hey, man, if you guys want to go, and that's over there in New York, in Bayonne, New Jersey, hey, man, if you guys want to go somewhere else. But you got to wait 4 weeks. And that's how it is. It is what it is. And I don't want to speak for Rich Malachi, but chances are he's not doing brands like Blue Air. He's just taking care of Hoshizaki, Scotsman, Isomatic, you know, brands like this. I'm pretty sure he would rather let this go away. I mean, he probably sells it, but if he didn't sell it, right, what's the point? If you didn't sell the item, you're not on a first come, first served basis. Blue Air is an option. You're going to have a lot of Asians that are loyal to these items that are designed and manufactured from their region of the world. You see this with them in cars. So when you have these Asian buffets, you have Asian restaurants, you have them in the food courts of malls and kiosks and whatnot. They're going to go with your Turbo Airs. They're going to go with Blue Air. They're going to go with Atosa, that kind of thing. So they will bounce around. They might be pissed off with Atosa. So I'll never buy another Atosa again. I'll just buy Blue Air. And that's how this works. So they're, I'll never buy Atosa again. I mean, never buy the other Korean one, you know, and then they'll go ahead and buy this. So that's how that works. So I'm giving you guys information time and time again. Here's the contact information. Let's go here. Contact, if it even freaking works. So once again, you go to the contact section. Let me put this in the stream. He said, yeah, I know. I was asking if everybody was good out there because all the people in California, people in Florida. So you can't forget about the people in Florida that lost everything. You know, the water came and rushed, you know, washed everything away twice. So Florida is still going through it. California is currently going through it. It's rough out there for some people, and then you're going to have another wave of deep freeze coming hitting the Midwest. So it's rough time for everybody. And Brother Frank, you said you saw one sitting in a warehouse. You saw one what? It was a Blue Air, or it was a what was it? So here's the Blue Air information. So just so you guys see, and you could start with the head office. Let me see if I got the guys I've been talking to. It's been moving around. If you are having a hard time getting set up with Blue Air for the thank you, brother Frank, for the Cash app. I appreciate that. Let me see what I got here. All right, let me get to that comment in just 1 second. Let's see what we got here. Stop the show for the number one contributor and say thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And I'm gonna have to give you guys Evan Phelps. Oh, thanks for subscribing. I haven't had a subscriber in a while. So I gotta start up a new CEO Jakes. All right, what is this? What is this? Oh, it was a blue star. Okay. I mean, Blue Air, Blue Air. Yeah, yeah. You'll see quite a few Blue Air units around town. I don't care who you are, where you are. They are adding them all over. Uh-oh, that restarted. Sorry about that. So Blue Air it's also being backed by Baker. Blue Air is being backed by Baker. There's a whole backstory to it. I'll get into it with you guys one day, but part of it is this line right here. They were a distributor of refrigerators from Korea. And that line that they had, that kind of fell apart, kind of went away. The units are actually good. And then the gentleman started another line, and again he partnered with Baker, and he brought a number of people into the organization from Baker. So it's actually like it's like a mini Baker. Blue Air is like a mini Baker because some of the people are still there. So you're dealing with some Koreans, and it's just like the American arm is like former Baker people. So for all you that have been doing Manitowoc for some years, you'll be okay with Blue Air because it's all Baker people. It's all Baker people behind the scenes. All right, so what else we got here? They have some cooking stuff now. Sinks. Hold on, let me go with the cooking. I was kind of shocked by this when I saw this about a year and a half ago. I was like, oh damn. But once again, it is a very similar product, or it looks. I see some similarities. I'll just say that. I don't want to get into legal issues, but there are other hot side Korean manufacturers out there that are in the market, and this looks very similar to it. Looks extremely similar to it. It looks very similar to when you see it in person. A lot of stuff looks very similar to you see some MVP influence, you see some Atosa influence. So it's not just one company that's supplying Blue Air. It appears to be a group effort. So they're pulling from this manufacturer, that manufacturer to provide this brand. And I'm seeing more and more of that in the market. Anyone could put together their own line, slap their own name on it, just like the Noble brand, just like Main Street, and there are the one that's in. It's made by Onera Group and it's sold in Costco. That's what it is. So it's the Costco commercial line commercial line land. Unfortunately, you can only get the parts from Blue Air. When this originally kicked off, years ago, when this originally kicked off, the original plan was for you not only to order your parts, order your units from Blue Air, scratch that. Not only order the equipment from Baker, but you are also supposed to get your parts from there. Well, you get your equipment from Baker. The parts side never materialized. Here in Houston, they say they got a few parts, but they don't have many. And by few, they said like a literal handful. So it is what it is. But you can order this directly from them. Let's see what else they got. My method is for you guys to start with these lesser known brands. You're not going to be able to compete dealing with Trolson. You're not going to be able to compete dealing with Taylor. You're not going to be able to compete dealing with Rationale. Your best plan of attack is to start up with these lesser known brands, gain a foothold in your market, and then you can go up. Once you have developed this base of equipment that people know you as a servicer for, once you have this base equipment that you're going to constantly get calls coming in. Like I said, we have the refrigerators, you have the ice machines. You can do your PMs on these ice machines. You can do your PMs on these refrigerators. And you have a steady footing. Using Blue Air, using Onera, using MVP, then getting some work from Nordon, getting work from Conap, that type of thing. This is going to lay your base, give you your footing. And if you want to go ahead and spend your time working on Rationale, knock yourself out. But working on Rationale, I've worked on them. It is not vast majority of the time it's going to be smooth sailing. You're going to be in and out, boom, care valve, boom, drain valve. Not a big deal. It's going to be that the filter, because each and every one has to have a filter. The filter is done, is blocked. They just need to order a filter. But there are going to be times when you need to change the drain valve on the bottom unit of a double stacked. And so you got to unstack them and then raise up the bottom just to get under there to get that damn valve. You're going to have these unusual situations, and it's going to be even though you're going to get paid for it, you're going to be compensated for it. Now you're missing out on your regular calls, right? Even if this is a regular customer, you're going to miss out on your other work, and it's going to hurt you. You'll find out in due time. It's going to hurt you. There is not going to be a benefit. This business is not about hitting random calls here and there. I know some of you like, oh man, I'm doing good. I'm getting these random calls. That's not how this business works at all. This business does not work like that. There's a parts list. Let me see what it is. Let me see. Where is the service manual? We find one with a service manual. Okay, of course, with the ice machine, they give us a service manual. Let me see what comments you guys might have. 2 comments. All right. Okay, see, Brother Frank got 3 calls in the morning. All right. So Mr. Hicks says, do you have to have a company to sign up with these guys, or can you just be a tech? And the answer to that is yes, you can just be a tech. There's only one company out there that wants you to have a minimum of 4 people. And that's NSA. Hold on a second. This is so you can get your manuals. This applies to Blue Air, Turbo Air, Rationale, True, Baker's Pride, Follett. If you call the manufacturer, they will send it. The only exception to that is Taylor. Taylor won't send it. Some of the Illinois Toolworks brands might send you a tech guide. It's hit or miss. It depends on who they are, how senior they are. It's really hit or miss when it comes to Illinois Toolworks. And that's your Hobart, your Baxter, your Tralson. It's really hit or miss when it comes to that. It all depends on how you're able to. This is when your love of the gift of gab comes in. If you're able to paint the picture, like you're like an in-house guy or something like that, then they're allowed to send it to you. But if you're just a random tech, they're actually not allowed to send it to you. So when you act like, yeah, you know, oh, you know, just by saying certain words, like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, man, every day, all day, taking care of this customer, you know, every day, all day, man, they got me running. Every day they got me running. You know, then they're like, okay, well, the guy said he's always doing these calls for them, so I sent him the tech guide. And it just put in his notes, and that'll be that. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares if you guys have a tech guide. You guys are not going to set the world ablaze by you having a tech guide. Straight up. You're not you're not going to conquer the earth. You're not going to become the new Hannibal. You're not going to become the new Genghis Khan because you got the damn tech guide. I wish it worked that way, but it don't work that way. So what I was saying is, so here's all the information you need from Blue Air. You know, they have all their tech guys and whatnot. Let me show you something. Doo-doo-doo. This is right. I'm sorry, I'm jumping all around. These are the SEC units, and there are, yeah, here's some tech codes, there's some with parts down. Call the manufacturer. Parts houses. Yeah, they also have your all points and stuff like that. They have some tech guides. You need to reach out to who your parts distributor is. You have to open your mouths. You people have to speak up. Oh yeah, I was going to show you NSA. And this is where Ecto Fix. He's actually a parts down guy. I think he actually used to work for Eco I think he used to work for what's the name, years ago. Anyway, here's all they give you all the codes and all that other stuff. This is for your beloved Rationale. You know, go ahead, take a look all you want to. You're gonna grow hair in your palms, you're gonna go blind, but there you go, knock yourself out. Enjoy. NSA. So if you guys, no, not that NSA. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Do. All right, what's this? What's on? What the hell? Hey, brother Hicks, you're gonna have to retype that. Now let me see here. What do we have here? Solution provided by National Service Alliance. That's who they are. National Service Alliance. And so they won't pitch any calls over to me because it's just me. I have to have a couple of techs. They said 4, but they'll probably sign you up if there's just 2 of you. If there's 2 of you, you know, so here it is. Join NSA, join our network. And every now and then I forget who these guys are. And I forget who they are. And I'm like, oh, who the hell is this? I thought it was PSA. Let me see here. That's residential. It's one of these commercial. I don't really mess around because I forget, and the guy like recognizes me when I call up. He's like, "Oh yeah, we only need." He said, "You got any other people yet?" I'm like, "Nope, I didn't add no guys yet." He said, "Yeah, you're gonna have to have, you need a couple of guys." But you'll find them. You'll find them. But other than that, um, and the reason why people are looking for and companies are looking for you to have multiple techs, you're not, it's looked down on for you to go into a spot. Let me make myself big. For you to go into a spot and not break it down to the smallest compound is a no-no. If you're going to go in there and you're going to look at the stuff and you're going to guess, that's the quickest way to get kicked out. That's the quickest way to get your relationship canceled with that customer, with that manufacturer. That's the quickest way to have your name being caca. You're going to get paid to break it down. Offering that free estimate, offering that discount on service call, you're only screwing yourself because you don't catch everything, because you're going to find out that the unit broke. You see what's broken, but you're not going to find out what's broken until what caused it to break, until you further dive in it. If you're going to go around and look and say, "Oh yeah, that's broken," and then you haul ass, you're slitting your own throat. You got to take the time, bust it down, see what the hell's going on, see if somebody else messed with it or not, all that good stuff. All that fun stuff. That is what you got to do. You are paid on the commercial side. Every minute of your day is billed to a customer. The only time of your day that is not billed to a customer is the final ride home, which is why everything is planned for your tech to finish closest to home as possible. Everything else, you're billing the customer. If you're not billing the customer, you're losing. You don't know it yet, but you're done. You're over. You just haven't exhausted all your funds, but you're stealing from Peter to pay Paul. If you're given any kind of discount to go out on a job, if you're given any kind of discount on it, no, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. You cannot be desperate and thirsty to get a job. You're better off, like I said, you're better off getting this stuff organically than any other way. All the rest of that, doing this sharing the funds with somebody who's going to put the information out there on some bogus website talking about, "Oh, we fix all commercial ovens," and then they feed you a call, you run out there, and then they get the service call money and you get the repair. Nah, you're done. You're working, but you're not making enough to make it. You're not making enough to survive. This is a business where you have to charge high. We have a lot of expenses. The parts are more expensive than what you have on residential. You're going to incur a lot of revisits. Not quite a callback, it's just a revisit. You're going to have to go back out there. Like, might have to go out there. The dishwasher I just went to, maybe because they have some kind of unforeseen issue with water. Maybe their water pressure is dropping at a certain time of the day. You're not going to know that on the first time going out, unless you go out there during their busiest time of the day. And Mr. Hicks, what are you saying with this onion on ONIAR? And are you talking about Onera? I have like 8 videos I did on Onera. I have 8 videos that are on Onera. Just to show you. Boom. You see that? I just typed in Mike Reed and Onera. Boom, boom, boom. And there's more. But wait, there's more. Those aren't me, but this is me. This is me. It says Brentwood. Brent. See? That's me. There I am talking about how Fagor, Onera, Dormo, whatever the hell they call that other line, is in New York. You'll see quite a few places that are going to have that in New York. Why? Because they're in Florida and everybody has ties with New York. So I have a number of videos. These companies I'm telling you about, they are in previous videos. All you have to do is go and look at my other videos. They are in previous videos. See, these are the Fagor. There's the information right there. I tell you where it is. I tell you the phone number, the whole nine. There it is right there at the bottom. There's the phone number. I gave you email addresses, the whole nine. Where to get parts, all that is there. All at your fingertips. I've been doing this for over 2 years now. Over 2 years. Yeah, I know. I think that's what I was coming up with. I think he's talking about Onera. It took me a minute. So yeah, Onera's there. Let me see here. I got videos. Come to find out, most people are Googling Mike Reed. Every day. They're Googling my name to get this stuff. I have the most common name that you've never heard of. Mike Reed and Blue Air. And that's why I find this hilarious. I find it funny that, see, here's me right there, YouTube, 344, and I've deleted a lot of videos. This is not me. This Westmont, even though that's Westmont, Illinois, that's not me. That's not me either. Where are these Blue Air videos? But here we go. But this is me. This is me, and the videos are here, where I'm talking about Blue Air, Speed Queen, Hossman. Oh, I go over some Heatcraft. We'll go over some Heatcraft stuff. And Frico. Oh yeah, I tell you guys about it. Frico. There's Blue Air, a brand you should know. 1 whole year ago. 1 whole year ago. Now, I've put these videos out like 5-6 times. So the initial one had like 100, 200 views, and then each one after that gets slightly less. See like this one where it says 287 for Lear. But I put this video out, I guess, maybe every other month. Once again, here I am talking about semi-hermetic compressors. That was from 2023, from a year ago. The videos are here. I've done this for a while. So it's up to you to go and look at the old videos. IDW is another one. So IDW is also used by Dr. Pepper. It's used by Coke. It's used by Pepsi. Matter of fact, yeah, they're showing you this one is a Coke. They have labeled as a Coke machine in their video. Which one is this? That's QBD. Here's QBD. QBD is also used by Muscle Milk and Pepsi and Coke. QBD is you can give them your information, but I haven't really gained much traction with QBD. Hold on 1 second. All right, so let's see here. Oh, Chick-fil-A information on Chick-fil-A. So I got 700 views. Yeah, you guys weren't interested in F and egg. I've talked about this stuff year after year after year. I've deleted quite a few. Oh yeah, that was more on Infrico. So this stuff I've been telling you guys about these classes where it is more about semi hermetic. I do understand that you guys, as you learn more and more about this stuff, you're going to it'll pick up. But for right now, you guys have you never even heard of these brands. You've never even heard of these brands, these places. So the further back I go, here's more. Here's about Nordon, jobs at CVS, and they're still doing the CVS. By the way, let me see what you guys got to say so far. Oh, one of my favorites. This is they've also this one also has a contract with Pepsi, Coke, and Dr. Pepper. This is Torre, one of the companies that they own is called Pro Cold. Oh, sure, no problem. All right. So Adrian says you're having trouble locating upcoming training for ice machines close to Toronto. So you don't want to miss out. Remember what I told you before. I know you were having some trouble calling with Hoshizaki, but Hoshizaki is now going with one distributor across Canada. Manitowoc is doing a very similar thing. So you must email. What are you doing? Are you emailing them? Are you just calling them? Are you going to your closest distributor and getting are you going to your closest distributor and picking up the actual form? Because these sign up sheets are at each and every distributor. The sign up sheet is there, and then you have to pay for it, and they're going to give you a receipt. See, so like this will say Baker, and you would pay for your class. You're going to pay for your class. You're going to hold on to your receipt. You're going to go to class. I keep every single receipt since day one, and I usually put it in the training book, in the large one. That is your proof that you paid. Now they might have a hard time. They'll give you the benefit of the doubt that they might have lost your attendance record, but you say, hey, look, I paid. What I do is I always have a picture, at least one picture from that training event. So if someone says, well, we don't have any record of you, I send them the picture. This has worked every time except for with Ultrafire. Ultrafire has been sold to the company that owns Ultrafire was sold. The new owners, I sent them pictures, selfies, and everything. Here I am in training class. Here's my certificate. Here's all the schematics and stuff that they gave me. The bastards still won't. Well, we can't prove that you was there. You're in Canada. Your schedule might be a little different. So what you got to understand is, so Adrian is asking, is there a schedule? This stuff ebbs and flows. That's why I have a channel. If there was just a cut and dry schedule and the damn classes were at the same time, same place, same cost every year, there would be no need for me to come on here and do this. Everyone thinks that I'm not doing a how-to. I am this. The 90% of what this is giving you all the training dates. This is a whole channel in itself. I actually have to do another channel now about some of the other stuff. I'm not doing a how-to. This is, if you're new to commercial, here are the dates. Guys that are already in the business, they know where the classes are. They know who's hosting it. Not only that, The distributor is calling them and harassing them. Hey, you got to go to class. Hey, don't forget. Don't forget, class is in a week. Don't forget, hey, you haven't paid yet. You need somebody down to pay for class. Oop, you gotta get trained for class. The manufacturer and distributor have to have people signed up for the class. I know you're gonna go and you're gonna see the class is full. They called and harassed the hell out of everybody to get to be there. We cannot take care of our customers if we are not authorized. I do Starbucks and stuff like that. I will no longer continue to get Starbucks customers if I'm not authorized. It is what it is. The existing customers, if I have a problem with an isomatic and I didn't go to class and I need a TXV under warranty, now I have to make that Starbucks owner pay for the part. They're not going to want to do that because they say, "Hey, I should be under warranty." And like, yeah, you are under warranty, but guess what? I didn't go to class this year, so they're not going to honor it. So you're going to have to pay for it, and then when they pay for the part back, then I'll reimburse you. Adrian, did you just not the entire? Let me stop the music. Let me stop the music here because I guess the music is distracting. The entire reason for this channel, the entire reason for what I am doing is because there are no set dates. The dates are always changing. If you watch the show, you'll see that I was like, oh, nope, that changed. Why? Because unless they are hosting the class in their facility, in their manufacturing facility, they have very little control over when and where. So if they decide to do an event and then the pipes burst at that event, which has actually happened at that facility, they then have to cancel it. Sometimes the facility that the hotel, the banquet hall, sometimes the damn thing catches on fire. Sorry about California, but that actually happened here. They go through construction. These dates change, they ebb and flow. Guys don't know. Once you get signed up, once you go to your distributor, they will then call you. They will then shoot you an email. Whether or not you open that email, that's on you. But they typically will call you. They'll put you on the list and they'll let you know. For your situation, you're new to this channel. You're new to me. I've been showing you guys. Hold on a second. What have I been showing you? I give you guys these dates. I've been doing this for years. The dates change. They're different. See, this was Alabama. They are all over the place. So I am the training wrangler. I'm getting all this stuff together for you. I'm not here to tell you how to fix a dishwasher. I'm not here to tell you how to fix a dryer. I'm here to tell you where the training dates are. Yes, my app said they're like a damn whack-a-mole. Look, if the trainer gets sick and they've only got 2 or 3 trainers and they got 3 trainers running and doing 3 dates at the same time and one guy gets sick, then guess what? They have to rearrange the damn dates. You're in Canada. So that is an entirely different thing. So when we go to Manitowoc, so you go to Manitowoc, and this is something that you need to do. Let me put the link. This is something that is available to every single person. I always cite my sources. I don't hide this stuff. It is on Manitowoc's site. You go to their website. Here it is right there. Oh, damn. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. My bad. Copy that. And boom. There it is. So you go to Manitowoc's site, which is something I tell you guys you got to do all the time. So you can go here and it is right there in training. And it's the same thing. So you want field seminar. You want field seminar, you have to download it. And they are making changes often, excuse me, to this damn thing. So I'm going to do desktop and I'm going to do, I'll just put one. Oh, I'm going to do this so I could find the damn thing. All right, hold on 1 second. I'm downloading this thing. The hell? Oh, you guys, the hell you can't, why you can't see it? Yeah, that's up there on the screen. What the hell is going on in the background? All right. Why you guys can't? There it is. All right, I see it in the background now. So I downloaded the thing. Let me open it. Where the hell is it? Manitowoc 1. Now let me go through the whole little trippy process of sharing my damn screen. Bear with me. Hold on. Let me stop this. And let me share the screen. I'm going to do the entire screen. This is no guarantee that it is going to stay this way. You must contact them. I gave you guys this information last time. It's okay because I got this thing set up as a broadcast. I don't really have this set up for you guys to constantly go back unless it's one of these older pre-recorded videos. Pre-recorded videos are something I want you guys to watch, but not the broadcast. Broadcasts are always going to change. Damn it. Broadcasts are always going to change. So let me make this a little bigger. And we're going to go, oh yeah. Let me see what I can do about, because Canada, let's see what we got here with Canada. It's California. Canada is on here. Colorado, Illinois, Alabama. Let me see where the hell they got Canada down here. Ohio, Hawaii, Anchorage, Alaska. What the hell happened to Canada? This is okay. Hold on 1 second. This is strange. We had Canada on this list. I might have to look up Manitowoc, Canada. Last year, Canada was on here. Let me go through this again. Let me see if I can spot any Canadian cities, Oh, what the hell? I don't see it. Newark, Delaware. West Palm Beach. Oh wow, I think that's the first time I've seen West Palm Beach on the damn list. That's Wisconsin, Detroit. I don't see Canada. I don't see Canada. All right, let me do the rundown real quick. So this is Manitowoc for this month. Today is already what is it today? My daughter's birthday was the 13th. So this is going to be, 1 second. This is going to be the 13th. What was it? No, her birthday was the 10th. My bad. Oh, she is 13. That's what it is. So here we are. 13th is done anyway. Oh, yeah, they're down here in Texas. Corpus Christi. Las Vegas is tomorrow. So that is Western. WPD is Western somebody. This is Manitowoc training classes, everybody. Las Vegas. Anyway, so you would call Scott. Yeah, so he's handling Nevada. Scott Hagg, Team WPD, and there's Scott's information, Cincinnati, Ohio. Um, so and they're doing McAllen, Texas, Vegas. So it looks like it's 14th and the 15th. Louisiana, Harahan, Louisiana. Oh yeah, that's right. That's all Southern Ice. I don't know why he's driving 3 hours. I don't know why he's driving 3 hours. I don't know where the hell he's driving to. Anyway, so there's your Vegas, your Cincinnati. Oh yeah, Lafayette. These. Oh yeah, he's driving all the way to Lafayette. Huh. That's strange. All right, whatever. Ooh, Pensacola, Florida. There you go. Florida's coming up. So all this from Manitowoc. Yeah, you're at the end of the month, 22nd, 23rd. That's you guys. They really I can't even shrink this damn. I would love to move some of these cells around, shrink this stuff, especially since they got where I can't see address because they don't want you guys just showing up. They started doing that since I started doing the show, by the way. Um, Arizona. So yeah, Arizona, Missouri. Ooh, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, my class is 28th, 29th to the 30th. Anybody going to the Houston class? Anybody going to the Houston class? Because who the hell's my trainer? Yeah, it's Jared. All right, that's my trainer. It's Jared. He does it every year. And mine in Houston is going to be at Houston is going to be. Oh yeah, they're going to have it at the damn La Fontaine. Ugh, that's going to be uncomfortable. That's not going to be cool. All right, let me see what your questions and comments are. Let me cancel that. Let me cancel this and then stop sharing. So let me see if let me find Canada. I'm gonna have to go to the Canadian. Huh. All right, so that's gone. Let me go to the Canadian one. All right. Hey, LED handyman. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? All right, let me do a Manitowoc ice dot. I think it's CA. Nope. Shit. Manitowoc Ice Canada. Huh. Taylor Group. What the hell is that all about? What is Iceman Toronto? Let's see if they have any. He mentions anything. And this is something that's offered. This is something that any one of you can do. So this guy's in Toronto. You all can sell these ice machines just like this guy does. He sells the machines, he services the machines, he's leasing the machines. This is something that's offered to each and every one of you. Yeah, he doesn't have anything with that. The hell is this? So this is Atlantic Canada. So this is one of the distributors. This is for the Atlantic side. This is for the Atlantic side. So unfortunately, this is not your distributor. But all you have to do is you can call the tech support line for Manitowoc and they will get you the information. That's the other thing. You can call them and they can get you the information. Because I know Manitowoc don't want that. I know Manitowoc don't want 700 people calling them flooding the damn tech support lines asking them when it's class in Sheboygan. Manitowoc Ice. I am not Vortex restaurant. No, 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 no. No more Vortex crap. Yeah, you're gonna have to. All you have to do is call Manitowoc. Just call the 800 number for Manitowoc, leave the message, and then they're gonna call you back. Oh no, your house is on fire. LED handyman, is your house on fire for real? Oh no, fire started 7 miles from LED handyman's house. That's tragic. Yeah, all you had to, well, yeah, you can call the distributor if you got the distributor numbers because the distributor is the one that's actually putting on the class. You can also call the manufacturer. Oh man. Yeah, that's rough. Especially since you have all that damn flammable gas in your freaking garage, man. All that refrigerant is flammable, brother. I hope you know. You would actually be better off getting a storage somewhere and loading up the gas that you got and start moving that stuff because not only is it flammable, but above a certain temperature, it goes kablooey. So be careful on that one. Oh, let me see here. Let me go to. Oh, let me see. Isomatic. Oh, damn. You guys had me forget. I almost forgot Heatcraft. Let's see here. Heatcraft. Because I haven't talked about Heatcraft in a hot minute. Because you guys want to sign up for these damn classes before they go. So here's the January classes. I'm pretty sure these are already gone. January 16th, 1-day course, CO2, which I'm pretty sure 95% of us need to take that damn CO2 class. What else we got going on here? So let's see what's going on with next month. Sorry, why choose Heatcraft, blah, blah, blah. February. A2L, that's a webinar. I want webinar. Here we go. We want these in-person classes. I really, really got to do these damn CO2s. I got to do this CO2 training. This is a paid course. Yeah, I know it's a paid course. Available dates, March. Yep. We're already up to March. We're already up to March now. They're going to want me to sign up and all that other stuff. Yeah, I got to redo my whole thing. Oh, once I log back in, then I'll be able to tell you how many freaking classes are. See, this thing is freaking nuts. This thing is nuts. Why is it doing this? Pro package training. We'll go back to training. Browse all training courses. This is for you guys that are doing that want to do walk-in. They actually have in-person class in Atlanta, Georgia. You go there and they're going to train you on everything. So for some reason, the damn system is going crazy. So I'd have to go into the training portal, which my username and password is not working. And then we'll be able to see how many classes they have. How many seats they have left. This is something that you would need to take, Introduction to the Refrigeration Technology. That is a 1-day course. Let me see how much that damn class is. I think the 1-day courses are only like about 200 bucks, 250. Yeah, it's a paid course. See, so many dates, but the dates are June. Oh, yeah, yeah. What the hell does that say June? Anyway, February, there's January. I don't know why the hell that says June 11th right there. All right, February 18th, January 9th is already passed. March, April, what will you learn? Um, Refrigeration cycle, seal system stuff. But basically, you're gonna learn how it works on a much larger scale with the walk-ins. And let me go back see if I have any questions from you guys. Yeah, I know that the fire is 7 miles away. I know, but I saw you said that, but oh, good. You said you have your gas stored in a different location. Cool. Good for you, man. 7 miles away seems like it's far, but all it takes is one good day of winds kicking up, and then it's a whole another situation. Anyway, hold on 1 second. All right. What else we have? What do we need to cover today with you guys? What all do we need to cover before we wrap this up and do hopefully do a better job of Thursday? Um, what do we need to address with you guys? What do we need to address before we wrap this up? So Heatcraft, that is one of your top brands. It's Heatcraft, does Bond. Um, and they have another two names or so. Let's see, none of my stuff is working. None of this stuff is working. Uh Lear. Lear isn't doing any training. Oh, there's another walk-in box company that is doing training, and I think they're in Florida. Oh man, it's in one of my other magazines. One of my other magazines. I'm so sorry. Hold on, let me do this. One of my other one of these other ones is doing walk-in box training. 2025. Yeah, we talked about Heatcraft. Who is it? Who is it? Damn. All right, let me do this. Let me do this for you guys. It is. I don't think it's RDI. It's not RDI. It's somebody in Florida. RDI walk-in cooler. Okay, RDI's online training, but this is in person. Um, let's see if this is the same damn RDI. This might even be another RDI. No, damn it. This ain't RDI. This isn't the same RDI. Colpack RDI. There we go. Sorry about the delay. Service, no. Resources, no. Okay, if you guys have not heard of RDI, RDI is one of the top brands on walk-in boxes. As you see here, they have evaporators, and then they have the self-contained units where the condensing unit is mounted above the box above the ceiling, and there's a slot in the roof, and then the cold air gets blown into the box, which is much different than the evaporator assembly units. Those are also hooked up to a condenser, but the evaporator is in the box, and then the condensing unit is typically mounted on the roof. Or if you're lucky, it's in a parking garage and that sucker will be right there on the side. Every now and then RDI does something. But here's the information if you guys want some information to RDI. RDI cold pack, so that is your wing stop and so many other places. Um, so many other places use cold pack. If you end up on RDI cold pack unit and you need help, they have no problem talking to you on the phone, offering you assistance. They're actually one of the nicest companies you ever want to talk to. Oh man, I hope everything goes well for you, man. Surrounded by orange, you're gonna have to let me know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm leaning towards that might be a good thing because the oranges would water the orange trees and they would probably have irrigation. So I'm leaning toward that might be a good thing. Oh man. Well, I hope everything goes well for you. Make sure you guys can see. All right, let me go back. And already got one of the gentlemen here, he hasn't quite retired yet. He's very active on Instagram. He's very active on LinkedIn and YouTube. So he's very active. So they give you information on how to work on the walk-ins. This is something you see quite often. And when I say quite often, I mean damn near all the time.
Door closers. General safety information. Installation, maintenance, and servicing are to be performed only by trained and qualified personnel familiar with commercial walk-in products. Ensure that all field wiring conforms to the equipment requirements and all applicable local and national code protection during installation and servicing. First, loosen the screws that attach the hook to the door panel. Once the screws are loosened, adjust the hook up or down as necessary to obtain the correct height and tighten the screws. When properly adjusted, the roller should just clear the hook's outer lip as shown in this diagram. If further adjustment is necessary, the closure itself can be moved up or down as follows. For models with a plastic cover, use a screwdriver to pry the cover off the door closer. Loosen the screws that attach the closer to the door and position the closer to the correct height. And tighten the screws. Press the plastic cover back on. For models without a plastic cover, pry the closer off of the mounting bracket and loosen the mounting screws to obtain the necessary height. After tightening the screw, push the closer back onto the mounting bracket. Again, roller should just clear the hook's outer lip when closing the door.
Number one problem that you're going to
Be
find.
sure the roller does not strike the outer lip of the hook, as this can cause the door to remain open rather than closed.
That causes quite a bit of freeze ups and everything like that because the employees assume that the door is closed and the door is not. And then so all this hot air is rushing into the box. So the temp is high. The unit never recovers because it ends up like a winter wonderland. It just keeps all the coils are just frosted white. So fun times, fun times. Adjusting doors. These are all things you're going to see time and time again. time and time again. So I'll look. Oh, okay. So that woke somebody up. Great company, but their insurance requirements is crazy if you're a new company starting out. What do you mean their insurance is crazy? Um, well, the thing is, all right, so this is a legacy brand. Oh, let me see. Colpack, Trolson, all those other brands, Pitco, stuff like that. Yeah, they want to be covered for anything. And when you're dealing with thousands, most often tens of thousands of dollars in people's food inventory, they want to make sure that you got insurance, the whole nine, you know? So that is the reason why you're not going to make the likelihood of them giving you referrals is very slim. The referrals that they would give you are going to be upstart companies. They're going to be the companies that are the bad actors. They're going to be the companies that are already blacklisted, or the companies that are difficult to deal with. Let me help you guys out. In this business, it is not about what the customer wants. The customer is not always right. The customer doesn't. No, the customer has to get with the services program. If the customer doesn't get with your program, it's move along, out of the way. You move along, way with you. It's just go on about your business. The customer must conform to the service provider, which is much different than how you guys are used to things. So when you have a customer that is like he was on the last stream, and he deals with the hospitals, he deals with the high schools and stuff like that, and those companies pay 30-day, 45-day. Now, if you don't do 30-day or 45-day, that's a company that you don't deal with. That is someone that General Parts and all those people, they're not dealing with unless they pony up with a credit card. They say, hey man, you got to pony up with a credit card, or we're gonna, you got to have set up with us so that we could charge you by ACH. And if they don't want to conform with that, then there's just not going to there's not going to be a service company that's going to work with them. So all those people that are like that, the 30-day, 45-day pay, those people get put on a do not service list. And so when you come about and you're new to the business, that's why you get all of those 30. You're like, man, that's a big time customer. Yeah, well, they're deemed the slow pay. They pay 35, 45 days. And when you got a $10,000, they're paying $10,000 a month for the building that the service techs are using. They've got 5 vehicles out there on the road for just that one town. They got to generate cash, and they need that cash flow coming in. They're not trying to wait 30 or 45 days. And very often what you're going to find, is that RDI Colpack and Charleston, who was it? Yeah, Continental and all that kind of stuff. Those big time guys are going to give you the undesirables. The company that has been providing service for them for 30 years, 40 years, they get all the choice calls. You're going to get the calls of people that are harder to deal with. I'm just going to keep it real with you. It's going to be people whose English is not that great. People who are kind of brash and harsh. That's who these large companies are going to give you. They're not ever going to give you a damn McDonald's. They're not going to give you a Wendy's. They're not going to give you Burger King. That's not what you're going to get. So My advice to you is start small. You don't need to be signed up with RDI Cold Pack in order to do a warranty with RDI Cold Pack. I got plenty of checks from RDI Cold Pack. You do a job today for RDI Cold Pack and they will pay you. You're just not going to be listed. They are one of those major companies. They're not going to list you. It is what it is. Let me see if I got anything. Sorry about it. Sorry, Instagram. I haven't been oh man, I haven't been going back and forth to Instagram to see what you guys been up to. All right, do we have any other questions? Let me drop these cold pack videos on you guys. So my advice to you guys is to start small. Start with the companies like Blue Air, Dukers. I gave you guys Dukers. All of these things are in the videos. I've given you videos on Dukers. Just look on all the old videos. You're going to build from there. Why? These guys have RDI Cold Pack. These guys have Heatcraft. You know, Everest. Is it Everest? What the hell is that one walk-in? Evernote. Or is it Evernote? Everest, Evernote. I forgot what the hell. Remind me on the next video I do to give you this information on these freaking walk-ins. I still have to take care of that one walk-in for Tropical Smoothie as we speak because I have they got that light that's out. You know, so this looks like a lot of people providing service. You got to keep in mind these people that are signed up, they're taking care of hospitals, universities, retirement. Oh yeah, this is Dukers anyway. Retirement home. I changed insurance companies 3 years last year. I used to be with I was with one insurance company for 10 years. And then maybe longer than that. And then out of the blue, they quadrupled my damn insurance. Oh, I'm with Progressive. You can't get Progressive. I saw that Progressive had pulled out of California. So I'm with Progressive. So I don't think that helps you. Yeah, it looks like Progressive is leaving California. Who knows, man? But I'm currently with Progressive. So, but the thing is to go with whoever gives you the best deal. I've been watching Mark the Mentor quite a bit, and I agree with like 90% of what he got to say. One of the things he said that resonated with me was check for better quotes on your insurance. And that's something that everybody says, but you know, he said it for his industry too. Check, you know, to see if you're constantly getting the best rate. And I was for over a decade. I was until I wasn't. And it quickly went from I was locked into 20-year-old rates, 10, 15-year-old rates to I was paying 4 times higher than what I'm paying right now. So there are, and this is Laundry Solutions. This is Dukers. Commercial Kitchen and Laundry Solutions. This is in Texas. See, so they're doing laundry and the whole nine. Coastal Kitchens. It's another place. So Dukers, man, look at that concentration. Look at that concentration in Florida. Whoa, Vero Beach, Port St. Lucie, PBG. Let's see, Palm Beach Gardens. Oh, let's see. There's Riviera. Don't want to go up there. Who the hell's this over here? Commercial Kitchen Shop. Okay, they went with the 888 number 2. Lake Worth. My boy Fred used to be out there. I don't know where the hell Fred is now. All right. So anyway, so that's Florida. I don't know why there's nobody in PBG. Nobody in PBG. But they down there. Brilliant Supply, Continental Prep and Storage. They sound like they got some decent names. They look like they've been around. This looks like these are dealers that are also providing service. That's what a lot of these, yeah. See, just like this, Restaurant Warehouse Culinary Depot. I wonder if, I don't think a lot of these people are providing service. I think these are just dealers. I think these are dealers and they're just throwing this in. I think they're just throwing this in that maybe they might do service as well. Yeah, it says find a dealer. Find a dealer. But I have, if you go into my stuff, I have the information on how to become a servicer for Dukers. And Dukers is growing they're growing like crazy. The bar equipment, I got some bar equipment to take care of right now. And Dukers equipment is decent. I don't mind. I don't mind the Dukers equipment. I don't have any complaints. If I did, I would more than certainly tell you that I had complaints. You guys are nice and quiet. Can't see. Make sure you hit the like button, please. Hit the like button on the channel. Dukers hasn't had a training class in about 6 or 7 years. Dukers hasn't had a training class in 6 years, at least. So I want to say, yeah, they had one right before COVID. Of course, we didn't know COVID was coming around the corner. And once again, anything you need, Dukers will send you. They'll send you tech guides, all that, the whole nine. But Dukers has, let's go back. Let me go back to what they got. Cooking warranty, dealer info. Let me see, refrigeration. Oh, cake showcases. Ooh. I actually haven't run across one of these yet. But I'm pretty sure there's some Korean pastry shops out there that probably have them. Chef base, chest freezers, glass door merchandisers. Here we go. I've run into quite a few of these. So let me see here what you guys got. That's it. You guys got nothing else for me? Nothing else you want to ask? I don't even know if there's 2 people watching the show or 5. But because I got my old man, the screen is all messed up because I got it set for so I don't have to wear my glasses, and so a lot of things don't fit. I have Duker's information. Any of this stuff you're looking for, put it in the comment section on any one of these videos. It doesn't matter how old the video is, as long as the video is there, it's gonna go right to my phone, and in this way I can address it on Thursday. Give you guys any information that you're missing. And let me see here. Isomatic on servicing. Let's see if they have. Come to find out, man, Isomatic had put my damn phone number here wrong. Isomatic put my phone number on wrong. Let's see what they got here. Right. Okay. So they're addressing it now. They took me off altogether. So they're going to address it. I guess they're going to fix it. Yeah, they're going to fix it because they had the wrong phone number for me. So that's cool. All right. Service schools. Nothing yet. Nothing. February. So this is what I'm saying. Training is a pain, man. I am constantly checking every single day. So I am not holding this stuff back from you. They just have not released any dates. So you put your information there and I don't know why they act like they're guarding the secrets of Fort Knox. I love Isomatic, but it is not, it's it's no one else's favorite. Just mine. Just mine. Um and then of course we got Scotsman. So I just missed the Scotsman class for Houston. But they hit up Houston twice a year. Oh, training program. See, they don't have anything shown here. I have to actually go to United Refrigeration and I got to go to events to find any damn thing. And then I'll be able to find these damn training dates. Ooh, the Corel stuff. San Jose, California. Okay. San Jose, California. Okay, so 2-hour class. Yeah, it should be free. This is for the new Corel controller. It is nice. You can use the near interface, which is like Bluetooth, or you could use Wi-Fi. You can connect to the sucker. You could turn the unit off and on. You could turn the lights off and on. It's very nice. So I guess they're doing 2 hours because it'd probably be like an hour of Q&A. So here, Henderson, Las Vegas, you got your scroll teardown class. And let me see how much this damn class is. Oh, okay. It was CEO Jakes. Hold on, let me see what you got. Let's see how much this class is, or if it's free. And this is for do not travel for this class. The trainer is making their rounds around the country and Canada. They're making their rounds around the United States and Canada. Oh, an acceptable amount of time? Okay, 13 people. Thank you very much. Like I said before, you came on. Oh no, you've been on from the beginning. Man, some of these companies are giving a lead time of 6 to 8 weeks. So for you, it all depends on your customer. Some of these people are scumbags and they are applying pressure. And then you rush to get out there and then they don't want to pay, or they want to write you a bad check, or they can't find the credit card, or the person who's responsible for payment isn't there right now, blah blah blah. Some people are con artists, they're scammers. So just because they want you to get out there right away, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are a viable customer. Doesn't mean that they're going to be it's going to be something that you're actually going to take care of. There are calls out there that you will not be capable of running. There we go. February 4th, Scotsman, Clearwater, Florida. Oh, there you go. Fredericks, Maryland. Manitowoc School, Fredericks, Maryland. And this is February 4th. Oh, sorry. Man, I've been working 6 days a week. I have not had a chance to put these other videos up, put these other posts up. It's not going to take me long just to take one of these and just post it out there on Instagram and YouTube Shorts. But I'm 50 years old. I'll be 50 years old in less than 2 years, and yeah, there's only so much. I only have so much time without hiring another person, and hiring another person is a whole nother deal. Okay, CEO Jakes, it's always the manufacturer wants you there same day. The manufacturer is a spoiled brat. The manufacturer would consider the manufacturer wants you, I don't care who it is. The manufacturer would prefer that you would drop everything, just like those little memes and stuff. Drop everything. What do you do when your wife what do your wife expects you to do? Drop everything and just start running in her direction, right? That's what these manufacturers want. But so what? A manufacturer's call means nothing. You're not ever going to make money off of these manufacturers' calls. Hoshizaki pays very well when you're doing work directly for Hoshizaki and not through a distributor. But Hoshizaki makes you wait a little while before getting paid. So yeah, they'll pay you $2,000 to go out there and do something. No problem. As long as you fix it, no problem. But will they take a little while cutting you that damn check? Yeah, they're gonna take a little while cutting you that check. It's all about seeing. Let me put myself on this screen. It's all about communicating with that customer. So the manufacturer wants you to go out there as soon as possible. The customer wants you out there as soon as possible, with a caveat. The customer does not want you to impact their workflow in a negative fashion. The customer wants you out there, but they don't want you out there while they're doing their thing. Continental called me. They wanted me to go out to this pizza shop because that's what they do, and they wanted me out there right away. I go talk to the customer. The customer says, "Well, we only want you out there at 3:00 because we're out of there at 4:00." I was like, "Wait a minute, I can't make it there at 3." They said, "Okay." A whole week went by. Excuse me, a whole week went by. And then too, it depends on what it is, because I'll tell you what was wrong with the unit after I'm done with this. A whole week went by. So then they called Continental again. They say, "Hey man, this guy ain't show up." So Continental called me up. They say, "Hey man, what's up?" I said, well, they want me there between 2 and 2:45. He laughed. So he called him up and he called me back. He said, "Hey man, well, what can you do for me?" I said, "Well, they told me that they're going to be there in the morning from like 9 a.m. until about 11 or something like that." And I said, "Hey, I can do the morning, but there's no way I can." I called and set it up, and I came to find out it was in one of these like oil company. They have the first floor reserved for restaurants, so the staff doesn't have to go out everywhere. It was a kink drain. It was for Continental. So I ran out there, took care of that. Took me like all of 5 minutes. But Continental still had they had my old address from like 10 years ago. And so Continental was operating off of the fact that they dispatched this call to me because they thought it was only 5 minutes from where I lived. And I'm like, "No, man, I ain't lived over there in 10 years. So you know, but that customer had to wait a week and a half. It was just a blocked drain. The drain hose was kinked up. The water would fill up the drain and spill out on the interior of the machine and sometimes down into the floor. So it didn't impact the temperature. So it's not like it was any health department thing or anything like that. It was a brand new location, and VP Amico and whoever the hell was operating in that complex was all like, "Oh, we want everything perfect." So it is what it is. But they are fielding thousands of calls every day nationwide. If you're not able to make it, then you're not able to make it, but you don't go out of your way for something like that, not for a manufacturer. This is not residential. You don't go out of your way for a fact. They'll go ahead and call that company that has 300 technicians. They'll go ahead and call that company that has 5 technicians in your city, 10 technicians in your city, 15 technicians in your city. It's just that they're all booked up. They will call them and they'll twist their arm and they'll get one of those 15 guys to go swing on over there and take care of it. It's no big deal. But for you to put yourself out to go on over there and negatively impact your income is a no-go. It's a bad thing. These manufacturers that I'm giving you are just so you can learn the business. So you're not going to be a millionaire working these manufacturer calls. When it comes to laundry, it's a slightly different situation. When it comes to commercial dishwashers, it's a slightly different situation. But you're not going to find yourself in a situation where you're getting a tsunami worth of calls. How is that possible? Where have you ever heard of such? When have you ever heard of such? In what brand have you ever heard of? Oh man, with this brand, I get 5 calls a day, 10 calls a day. What brand is that? Huh? What brand is that? Brother, nothing. You're gonna have to pay me. For you to work for me, you're gonna have to pay me, mon frere. That's just how it is. I can only take the young guys. I can't take somebody my age or older. Both of us can't be on the job with reading glasses. Talking about, Frank, you see that? Is that a blue wire or gray wire? I don't know, man. I'm colorblind. Hey, man, you can't have 2 old farts. I know y'all see me and I ain't got the gray hair and everything. I was born in 1976, okay? If you start hearing snap, crackle, and pop, and it ain't milk in the cereal bowl, is both our knees popping as we try to stand up, that's a problem. That is a problem, brother. That is a problem. You mainly want the youngins doing this here. You don't want 2 guys that bend down and then can't get back up again. That is not the move. That ain't the move. That ain't the thing. That is not the thing. No, sir. So, yeah, you would have to pay me, brother. You have to pay me to come on out here to learn. Because once it's going to take me, typically, it's about 5 years for a guy to learn under me. It takes about 5 years. It is what it is. Because I'm not going to have, lately I've been doing dishwasher, but I'm also doing walk-ins. I'm also doing ice machines. And when you're doing this type of machine today and end of the day, you're doing a completely different type of machine. It lengthens the amount of time it takes for a tech to learn. When you're with a much larger company, they can give a guy that's doing OJT, they can give him all ice machines. Not only do they give him all ice machines, they can give him all Manitowocks. And so all day, Jim Bob and Billy Joel are out there working on all type of Manitowocks all week. Hey, we got to give Jim Bob Manitowocks this week because he's training Billy Joel, and that's what they're able to do because they are a much larger organization. But if I'm doing a combi oven one day, steam kettle, ice machine, dishwasher, laundry, it does not make for an ideal, does not make for ideal learning environment. It frustrates the student because they oh man, what about this? What about that? And you're like, okay. And then you teach them that, and then they don't see another damn walk-in for a month. And then they see it and they forgot. Oh man, I had that in that notebook or whatever. I had this there, and they don't have access to that stuff anymore. And it's like, yep, remember when we was working on that? We had to adjust that door because it was letting air. No, man, I don't remember that. It's just lengthy. So all you guys in Washington State, Kirkland, Washington, $100. Spoiling Controls supermarket class. Woohoo! So Sporling is also making the rounds. Let me see if what's the trainer name? It's $100, which isn't much. It's all day. February 25th. It is all day. So you kind of got Joe Dudley. Okay, I think Joe Dudley is the guy. Let me look him up. So what I'm showing you is you're able to put all this stuff together. The hell is this? Sporlin. National account manager. Hold on, let me see. Damn it, I can't see his freaking face. Okay, so Joseph Dudley is with United Refrigeration. He's not with Sporlin. It sounds like the name of the guy that works for Sporlin. Sorry about that. So what I've been telling you, I've given you the classes for the semi-hermetic compressors. So here's the compressors on the system. Sporlin is this section here with the valves. Oh, you guys can't see me with the, oh, you guys see a little bit. Sporlin is this section with the valves. This is all Sporlin. Heatcraft is going to be your evaporators that you see here, your condenser that you see there. But Sporlin are your regulating valves, these pressure valves right there. All of these are Sporlin. This is all Sporlin. Sporlin also make the dryers. All this is Sporlin. So together you'll be able to accurately and effectively fix these systems, whether it's going to be a rack system for a grocery store, like what this is designed for, the supermarket class, or a walk-in. Spoilers are used on walk-ins. It's just industry standard. Everybody like, what's the OEM? OEM is Sporlin. Sporlin makes it. Everybody has their own little requirements, and then Sporlin will teach you how to take their devices and fit them for each particular manufacturer. That is just how this is on this side of things. If you're thinking that you use OEM, yeah, well, guess what? OEM has it where you can get the broad equipment and make it, or you can try and get the OEM one, but you'll find that there are going to only be a few of those because companies like URI and Sporlin expect you to get a kit and then make what you're looking for. They expect you to make it. Yeah, sure. No Diddy, but yeah, you be required to trade. Sure. Okay. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. So here's Sporlin stuff. and this is in Washington State. So that is why I'm trying to show you some of these things. When you're looking for Heatcraft has their training, but if you want something very similar to what Heatcraft is doing, you could piecemeal it out. There's the skull. Here's the scroll compressor training. Individual classes, 2 hours. So you're not taking up your entire day, although spoiling classes all freaking day. So this is in Buena Park, California, 5 to 7. So it's an evening class. And once again, they're teaching you what it looks like if you have a problem with compression. They actually can work. These are not supposed to, but they can actually run in reverse, and they teach you how to spot when the unit is running in reverse. So you can fix it or condemn it. It has liquid injection, so you know what's going on when there's a problem with the liquid injection. And they tell you, like they say, scroll. Pretty much, they just tell you how the damn thing works. And it's in the name. It looks like one of those little puzzles that goes around in a circle, like a maze puzzle. If you're familiar with the science fiction TV show, what was the one with the robots? And they were always trying to find the center of the maze, especially in the first 2 seasons. Westworld. So it looks like that kind of maze on the inside, and it just rotates around, and it provides compression by rotating around the plate at the top. The compression plate is at the top, and it just, the rest of the body is the motor that turns the plate up here, and that's where you get your freezing refrigerant right there. Right, so that's your Copeland, and Copeland they're coming around to a city near you. So if you like, you could also contact them. If they're not in your city or in your town or whatever the hell it is, your province, just give them a call. You can actually call the manufacturer. You can actually call their main office, and they'll tell you. See, so they're doing more focus on the scroll teardown. Indianapolis, working that way. Phoenix. So these compressors are actually in ice machines. They're in ice machines. They're in ice cream machines. They're in soft serve machines. They're in air conditioners. So it's important to take those classes. JB Vacuum Pump Day, Albany, New York. I think we went over that. That's April. Uniweld. And I think California. Okay, so we're basically going in circles now. Chickasaw, New York, Manitowoc. April, Manitowoc, Albany, New York. So a lot of this New York stuff, you guys are all US Cooler. There it is, US Cooler. I think US Cooler Training Center. Boom. I think I found it. I think it's US Cooler. I think it's US Cooler is doing a class. I think it's US Cooler. Trade show schedule, support, how-to videos. Where the hell's the class, man? I think US Cooler was doing a damn training class. All right, so they have here's the videos. I could have swore they had a training class. One of these walk-in manufacturers is doing a damn class. So here you go. Here's quite a few of you guys that called me about how do you put together a walk-in. So they have their step by step. It's like putting together a Lego house. They're large foam blocks that you must fit together. Most are using like an adhesive glue to get all the blocks together. How to replace your walk-in cooler. Oh, there's a shortage of guys that know how to put together.
Welcome to this tutorial on how to change the Vert Ergo handle on your US cooler. Over time, handles can wear out or become damaged, so it's important to know how to replace them properly. Insert the pick into the hole and carefully remove each cap. Step 2. With your Phillips bit, remove the screws beneath the caps on both the top and bottom of the handle. Step 3. Insert your screws into the opening in the top and bottom of your replacement handle and align them with the existing holes in the cooler door. Step 4. Carefully tighten the screws until the handle is firmly mounted on the door. Step 5. Place the handle caps over the screws in your new Vert Ergo handle. Before you finish, make sure to test the new handle by opening and closing the door a few times to ensure everything works smoothly. And that's it. With just a few simple...
All right, so you see here, they have most of the information on how you do the most requested jobs. Like I said before, there's the brew cave. Beer is big. Beer is big. I remember I told you guys before about the glass tender, Perlick. Oh man, I forgot the other brand. Beer is big. If you want to make money, beer is big. You have a lot of independent breweries. Sam Adams kicked this thing off. He had a lot to do with the resurgence of kicking off craft brewery back in early 2000s when he started. I actually went to some of his meet and greets. I met with him in Chicago. He was funding, giving people loans to start their own craft brewery. And if he liked your beer, he then had the rights to distribute he had exclusive rights to distribute your beer. That was part of the deal on him funding you and getting you all set up. Was he was looking for the next best thing. So instead of paying for in-house people, he was scouring nationwide for different people to come up with their own stuff. And then that's how he was able to get check the pulse on what was going on around the country, what people liked, all that kind of good stuff. And I believe quite a few nice brands came out of that. I don't know if he's still doing that or not, but as you can see from the pictures, so this is the type of stuff that I'm telling you about. These are the evaporators. Those are your drains. So there's no limit. Once you start learning how these rack compressors work, once you go to these Heatcraft classes, things like that, you are then able to service and install these units. This is all open and available to you. I got into an argument with a woman about that yesterday. She wanted me to put in and set up the beer cave itself was going to be a used one, but the evaporators and everything were going to be new. And I turned her down. I'm only going to do new ones. I'm not doing a used one because the minute it's a nightmare dealing with a unit that has some kind of issue. I would only do new. I'm not going to let anybody talk me into doing some kind of used anything. Like I said, they teach you on how to work with the kegs, everything. Everything is here. Quincy, Illinois, once again, Chicago. Now, Quincy, Illinois is in Chicago. That's 4 hours away. I think Quincy is west. Yeah, Peoria is east and Quincy is west. I think Quincy's west. So there's lots out there. There's big money out there, good money out there. You have to be able to fix the doors. You have to be able to fix the refrigeration. It's like dealing with a refrigerator, self-contained refrigerator, only it's a house. You're dealing with a house. They're not, oh, damn, I'm sorry. I thought you guys were able to see that. They're not hiding anything from you. All the stuff is here. You just have to go to the manufacturer. If you cannot find what you're looking for, I can't stress this enough. Call them. Ask them for this information. They will give it to you. I am here to introduce you to this stuff because you've never heard of it. You didn't know that this stuff existed. Well, you do now. You do now. You know this stuff exists now. Well, let me close that out. Damn. And once again, let me go to this one. I don't know how we got on beer. I'm trying to come up with the other name. I'm trying to come up with the other damn name. And this is Glass Tender. Glass Tender doesn't make this. This is made by Jackson. Go. How the hell did I end up on this? I end up on this because we're talking about beer. Talking about beer. Bar refrigeration. Coolers. So beer is highly profitable. And once you get in, you could basically take care of the whole damn facility. All right, anything else before we sum this thing up? I guess I'm gonna have to go through some of the training stuff, the training dates and classes and things on Thursday. I might even do a class in between the two. I might even do a broadcast in between the two because I never seem to quite get around to it. Glass Tender doesn't do any particular classes, but once again, they all have the tech guides, they have the videos, how to install this kind of stuff, and they'll go over this stuff over the phone with you. The only ones you're ever going to have a problem with is Taylor, Rationale, and Illinois Toolworks. Those different companies you're going to have issues with, but outside of that, you're not really going to have a problem. But as you see, yeah, this is set up for everyone. And so keep this in mind. I'm going to go show you this one. All right. Yeah, no events on Jackson. And we're going to go to products. There it is. Damn. And there it is right there. So Jackson is the OEM manufacturer. And they're the ones that make the damn Noble. And told you guys that time and time again. All you have to do is see how the damn display is set up. Jackson changed their stuff. So here we go. Let me go back. So here we go. There's that. And there's that. There's Glass Tender. And there's Jackson. Jackson is the OEM supplier for Glass Tender. Glass Tender does make one dishwasher. The rest of them they outsource from other people, from CMA, and they get from Jackson. And I think that might be American Dish. I think. Ooh, you know what? I think they claim they make this damn thing, but I think CMA makes this thing. CMA or American Dish.
Okay, today we're gonna
See, so there's the bar. All that you see behind him is all refrigeration. All refrigeration. Those are Glass Tender. Here's the dishwasher. All around him, that's money. It's for somebody like me, there's nothing but money around this guy. I don't know who makes this one. Hell, Glass Tender might make this. Yeah, CMA doesn't make this. I think Glass Tender.
when the fill switch is on, it's trying to maintain the wash side temperature at 150 degrees Fahrenheit. When the conveyor switch is on, it spins the conveyor and turns on the spray pumps.
The
cycle takes approximately 2 minutes.
There's a micro switch at the very top.
To use the glass stop arm, put it in the middle position,
and it's going to stop.
When the glasses hit the arm, it will shut off the conveyor and the spray pumps.
Yeah.
The glass stop arm is meant to prevent from washing the same glasses repeatedly. However, if you want the cycle to continuously run during busy times, move the glass stop arm to the side. The red chemical light flashes when the chemicals are low. A cracked or damaged pickup tube can also cause this to flash.
And that's what I was fixing today, what he called a pickup tube.
At the end of the shift.
All right, you guys get the idea. Let me copy that and put that in there. All right, everybody's really quiet. So I would just want to let me put this on myself. I want to thank everybody that contributed to the channel today. Thank you very much. We had CEO Jakes and we have Brother Frank Evans. I do appreciate both of you guys for supporting the channel and all this damn rambling I did this evening. But I'm trying. No matter what I'm doing, I want to stay with the 7 p.m. and doing after 8 on Thursday. So if you guys are looking for me, you can come here on Instagram, and I put out a couple of things just so you guys can see that I'm here, I'm out and about. But send a message, put any comment, and then I will address it on the show. I will address it on the next show. Whatever you're looking for, I'll make sure that I can tell you guys about that information. Be on the lookout for shorts that are going to have classes and dates, hopefully for a city near you. And that's going to be rolling out because this is in full swing of training season. With that, I'd like to say thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
We are same, but different, but still same. Ha ha. We are same,